Hi everybody, it's Lucinda from Montricot. I'm here because I just came out with the Dipped in Autumn hat and cowl set, and I've had some questions about whether or not this is a hard pattern. When you're doing Fair Isle, I thought I'd share some of my tips because I tried to make this as easy as possible for you, especially for a beginner stranded knitter. So some of the tips that I share is the first thing, and I'm coming up with the new knit in winter hat, so I thought I would use that as an example. Dipped in winter. So what I do is in this case, the motif is 27 stitches. Each square equals a stitch. So in order to do this and not get lost, I separate each 27 stitches of my hat with a stitch marker. This makes it easier to keep track of what stitch you're on. The one thing that we do is, so in this case, the snowflake is going to be this winter color, and the background is going to be the red. Always keep the red to the right-hand side. It doesn't matter whether you knit continental or if you knit the English style, you always want to have on the left-hand side your motif color and on the right-hand side your background color. So now we're going to do the first few stitches of this chart. Follow along. I did the first one since I didn't want the marker to fall. So I see I have one red. Actually, this one should be not red, but it should be because the background is here. So we have one white and three red. So 1, 2, 3. And then we have one snowflake color. One of the things you notice is that I knit with one color in each hand. I typically use my left hand when I'm knitting for continental style, and when I use my right hand, I feel like I'm a little butterfingers. It's always a little bit awkward, but once I get going, I get in the swing. So now I've just done one white. I need to do 3 red and 1 more white. So 1, 2, 3. Now I'll do a white. Here we're coming to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the background colors. In some patterns, they'll ask you to cross your stitches, cross your yarns so that you don't have too far of a gap to go. I don't bother doing that with hats because I find that if you just leave enough give, it'll be fine. It's not like mittens or socks where you're going to be putting your hands in. So what I do is I just knit 1, 2, 3. I don't cross any of my stitches, but I do make sure that there's enough give so that it won't be too tight when I wear it. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll knit the next one with the white. I always make sure that there's enough tension in the back, enough of the yarn so that it's not pulling awkwardly. So whichever way you do it, you just want to make sure there's enough yarn. You don't want to stress out, and sometimes it's a good idea to color the stitches with colored pencils so that you can follow along. Otherwise, just have fun. Another example is that sometimes some people will add a needle that's one size bigger so that then it's a built-in way to make it a little bit looser. You might want to try that. Sometimes I know I'll do that, but often I'll leave the same one. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope that's helpful. Please let me know if you have any other questions. Thank you.
That was easy.